This is Bill Hornbarger, Chief Investment Officer with Benjamin F. Edwards, with three things to watch for the week of August 21st, 2023. Well, market participants will pay close attention to both the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ after three consecutive weeks of losses and rising bond yields. We're in a period where the markets are typically relatively quiet, end of summer, back to school, but despite that, we've seen volatility in both the stock and bond markets increase recently. And we've also seen the bearish, bullish sentiment deteriorate pretty noticeably. We can see that in data from the American Association of Individual Investors. So the markets themselves will probably be the biggest focus of the week. In terms of economic data, we've got a lot of what's considered second-tier data from the housing market, both existing and new home sales, durable goods, and then we'll get some regional manufacturing and business surveys from Kansas City, the Richmond Fed, and Chicago. On the housing front, existing home sales have been deteriorating a little bit. New home sales have been increasing. Generally, we would characterize the housing market stabilizing after a pretty tough run as interest rates and mortgage rates have increased rapidly over the last 12, 18 months. There's been enough weakness in the manufacturing sector that we expect durable goods to be soft. And then the regional surveys will be soft also. Despite what would be considered relatively negative news, the GDP Now forecast from the Atlanta Fed is still showing a relatively strong third quarter with a little more than half of the data in. And then finally, probably the biggest event of the week will be the Kansas City Fed's Economic Symposium at Jackson Hole. On Friday, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell will take the podium. He will give the keynote address. He's expected to address Fed policy, inflation, the economy, and the markets fully expect him to remain relatively hawkish, laying out a case for higher for longer in terms of interest rates. And if there's one piece of potential market moving news, we would expect that speech to be it on Friday.